This week in Parsha Ki Tavo, the Torah starts off with a commandment. The exact words are, "It shall be when you come into the land which the Lord your God is giving you for an inheritance, and you will possess it and settle in it, that you shall take from the first of the fruits of the land, and place them in a basket, and you shall go to the place that the Lord your God will choose to rest his name there. You shall come to the Kohen that shall be in those days, and you shall say to him, I have proclaimed today to the Lord your God that I have come to the land which God swore to give which God swore to our fathers to give to us." So this commandment is to give some of the first ripened fruits to bring it up to the temple. It's called Bikurim, and you read, the Torah proceeds to say what exactly the person would read, giving gratitude to Hashem for taking us out of Egypt and bringing us into the land of Israel. Now, there is a disagreement in between the Sifri, which is a Medrash, and the Talmud about when does this obligation begin. According to the Talmud, it doesn't begin until the entire land of Israel is settled. However, according to the Sifri, the technical obligation begins immediately when the Jews enter the land of Israel. Now, technically, they didn't acquire the land. The land was not split up and divided and given to everyone until they conquered the land of Israel, but the Sifri holds that the technical obligation of Bikurim began immediately when they settled in Israel. This argument represents two distinct ideas. The idea in the Talmud, that you cannot thank God for the land of Israel until you have settled it, represents the fact that before you give thanks to Hashem for something, you have to first completely internalize and comprehend it. Because until then, you don't truly understand what Hashem gave you and what you are thanking Hashem about. However, the Sifri holds something else. The Sifri says the moment when the Jews enter the land of Israel, there's a certain excitement, and there's something special about that moment. True, it did not reach the level of comprehension yet. They did not settle the land of Israel, which represents understanding and internalizing the spiritual significance and the holiness of the land of Israel. However, precisely at that time, you can access the point that is higher above understanding, that feeling that the Jews felt when they entered the land of Israel. Similar to how when we wake up in the morning, we proclaim Moda'ani. It is before we understand anything about what the day is going to be, but we proclaim that the day is going to be in service of Hashem. Because the mind is not active yet, there is a deeper part of yourself and your soul that you can connect to. Now, there is a concept in Judaism in Torah, where both opinions, even the rejected opinion, is valid. We don't practice both opinions. We have to choose one opinion in practice, but they are both valid, and we can learn something from both of them. So we can take both ideas from here, that we should both strive to connect to the essence of an idea before we understand it, and also acknowledge that there is something that we cannot attain and not achieve until we fully comprehend and fully internalize whatever that thing is. Good Shabbos.